Dear students and working accountants, welcome to my Expert Tally Prime YouTube channel. My name is Babu Rao from Hyderabad. Today in this video, we are going to discuss some update, that is updating for some errors in the last video. There are some errors. So to update those errors, I am making this video. And before entering into the topic, one request to you, many students and many people, they are watching the videos and going without subscribing to the channel. Please, everyone visiting my channel for the first time, subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon next to the subscribe button. So, and select all, you will get notification for all the videos which I upload. And one most important thing is watch every video till the end. If you skip in the middle, you can understand the topic or learn the subject up to that point only. The remaining part you cannot understand. It will be like a half knowledge, so it's of no use. So please watch till the end, and if the video is good, please like the video so that the YouTube people will recommend this video to many people. Then many people can learn the topic. Okay, now we are entering into the subject, our topic. So I'm sharing the screen. So in this last video, see here, in the last video, we have processed all the obligations, that is salary and all the contributions. We have all the contributions we have processed. So first of all, the attendance, premium present and overtime we processed on 30th April, and then variable pay, that is what you call as user defined values, that is the values which are to be defined or which are to be given by the owner, not in a particular way. Whatever the amount he wants to pay, he will pay. They are called as user, means the employer. User defined values, that well we have to process. Then regular salaries we have to process, and then the contribution by the employer, they are called as legal, statutory contributions. So deduction from employee already deducted, and these are to be paid by the employer. So these are to be processed, that is EPF, that is PF includes two, EPS and PF, and then ESI, then National Pension Scheme, they are to be contributed by the employer. But in the case of professional tax, only the employee will be liable. So that is deducted from his salary and paid to government. The employer will not contribute any professional tax. So it is. After that, what we have to do, that is all thing done on 30th April. That is end of the month. And everything is done. Now, in the next month, we make payment for all these. First of all, in the next month, in the beginning, it may be 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it may be, 5th or 6th or any date, we will make the payment of the salary. Means it is payment of the salary, means regular salary plus the user defined wages, what salary, user defined values, all this total. See here, totally, what is the amount totally is, here will go user defined value 14,400 rupees plus this normal salary, it will be 59,272. So totally 73,672. Remember this, 73,672 we have to make the payment. So now we will make the payment, and for all these we have already seen the reports, all these reports on 30th. How we will see? Go to display more reports, go to payroll reports, here go to payslip. If you go to payslips, here when I created a company, in the what you call in the education version, there will be some problem if you create a company, that is if you create an office, means if you create a category, there will be a problem. So when in this case, I have not created a problem, created a category. So if you want to create category, you have to click show more, then category will be shown. Once you in this case, default category will be there, primary cost category. If you create another category, that is another office, then it will be there as it is. Otherwise, if you close it, again it will not be visible. Unless you create show more, then only it will be visible. And also after that, here, if you go to create, in the create button, if you create all this, so after the pay head, there is no defined salary. So after creating all this, after creating all this, only employees, work unit, attendance, pay heads, everything. If you create, then if you go to alter, it will be a default entry. That is default voucher. That is called as default master. That is defined salary. You go to alter, then only the defined salary will be visible. And also if we create all these things. Okay. Now, so we did everything. Now we'll go to reports. We'll go to payroll reports. And first of all, payslip for everyone. Payslip if we go. So here, see, category I have not created. So it is a, by what you call primary cost category will be taken. So that will not be asked, that will not ask anywhere. Only groups will ask you. If you create the category, then category, that created category and primary both will be shown. We will select the created category. If we select the primary category, then no employee, no group will be shown because we create under the created category. Now we have not created any category. Then directly it will not ask any category. Primary category is the only one. So it will not ask any category. Okay. Now if you go to each and every employee, we have to give the pay slip. If you get this is first for the month of April. This is the salary. This is we already know. Yesterday we did it. The earnings and deductions. And here for these deductions, employer also, not canteen and statutory deductions. Employer also has to contribute some percentage. Contribute the legal, contributions he has to make. So these contributions will not be paid to the employee. They will be paid to the employee, but when the employment is completed, till then, this employer will pay to the government along with the deductions made, statutory deductions plus his statutory contribution. Total he will pay to the concerned department. Okay. So here, if you want to know, it will not be paid to the employees. Salary will not change. If you want to know what are the contributions made by the employer, go to F12 and here show employer contribution. Make it yes. Make it yes and accept. Then here below this salary sheet and at the bottom employer contribution it will show. So here is only PF and NPS direction. Here also PF and NPS will be there. So PS means contribution is made in two parts by the employer, EPS and PF. So but payment will be made in single amount. Okay. So this is created like this. If you go to any party, so here all the show, including employer contribution, F12 we made that settings. Okay, activated. So Rajendra, so everything will be shown. Sanjay will be shown. So this is the payslip for the month of April. Okay, and now and all other reports also, payroll statutory reports are here also. You can go pay sheet. Pay sheet all items means all the employees. Primary here it will showing primary cost category. That is the office. So department, that is group and employees. Group and employees. This is will be shown in the same payslip will be shown in the vertical form. So and if you go to attendance sheet, so this attendance sheet also, what is the overtime, what is the number of days present, everything category wise, and we can create the any Hyderabad office like that, any category that will be shown because we will select that. It will ask you, so we will select that will be shown. Here you have not selected anything, only one category, so directly it is taken. And then payment advice, when you pay the payment to the employees, then only we can see this report. Then here and here also we can go down. See here, statutory records, reports we can see are here also. Payroll statutory reports. So Provident Fund. So Provident Fund. So statement. This is April to April. That is April. So directly we can see here. If you see, this can be zoomed. So you can click the zoom button, or Alt Z you can click, or simply F4 you can click zoom. So employee contribution, employee deduction contributed by the employee means deduction and employer deduction, employer contribution. Both amounts will be same. Provident Fund is 12% and 12% both. So amount will be the same. And then after this, go to employee state insurance monthly statement. If you go here also, the date is if the date is not April 1st to April 30, we have to change it. How you will change it? Then go to configure, then here enter and change the date. If you cannot type there. Okay. And then preview. See here. Here only one employee the amount is calculated because there is some error. It is not calculating. The total salary is not calculating. That is up to 21,000. The limit is there. So up to 21 is have to calculate. So for these people, 17,000 change less than the total value is 17,764 less than, that is the salary, and less than 18,000 up to 18,000. Above that it is not calculating. Other employees that are above 18,000, 18, 19, 20 is not calculating. There is some error. I wrote, I gave submitted a ticket to the Stally Solutions. They will see the error. Okay, and then employee state insurance, professional tax. Only the employee will be liable. So here, if you take the same date, enter or click I. Preview means I. So F4, see here. Only the employees are responsible. There is no contribution by the employer. So these are all the payable by the employee, deducted from the employee. And then go to next one, professional tax. Go to national pension scheme. So NPS summary, if you go, here is showing national pension scheme, statutory deduction from the employee, statutory contribution by the employer. So total amount is given. If you want to see the details, go down and click here, the total amount. This is the total amount, gross amount, and that is gross amount of the basic and DA, and 10% deducted, 6,011. And this is contribution also same. So come down and click, the details will be given. So the details will be shown. Then gratuity, it will be calculated, but it is not paid. It will be calculated and that make a provision. And then income tax. So in this case, computation, if you go, so each employee, so all the income will be calculated. What is the net income and then what is the tax payable? The tax will be shown here. But here, no employee crossed the limit. That is why no, it is showing all nil, income tax deductions, everything to showing nil. So like that, all the employees in this case have less than the taxable limit. So everyone tax payable is nil. So it will not deduct anything. If the tax payable is nil, it will not be deducted. If the tax is payable some amount, that will be divided by 12. See here. Here, what is the total amount? It will show. And if the total amount exceeds the total amount income exceeds the limit, then the tax will be calculated. That tax will be divided into 12 months. Each month, everything will be deducted. Tax per month from April. From April per month, what is the amount to be deducted? That will show. That will be deducted in the payslip. It will show income tax. Okay. Like that, computation in every employee is like that only. Okay. Like that. So this is the different reports. Now what we will do is, next we will make the payment next month. So first of all, what we will do, so we'll go to vouchers. Now we will go to payment voucher, F5, and date will be, salary will be paid in the next month, 5th or 6th, we will take 5th May. So 5th May we are paying, and here also to make the payment of all the employees, you will go to Control F, or you can say autofill Control F. Control F autofill, payroll autofill, here payment now. So previously we are processing salary, now it is salary payment. Salary payment, here it is, we are making the voucher on 5th, that is what it is showing May. So we have to take April 1st to April 30th, that is the payment period, that is salary period. This is the voucher date, will be the payment date. 5/5, all items means all groups and employees. Then payroll voucher is salary payable. How you will pay? We don't pay cash, we pay only through bank. And this mode of payment will be no. Okay. So this is the total amount. See here, we calculate 73,672. 73,672. That is the amount payable, both regular salary, normal salary, as well as user defined values. So this is the amount we are paying. So see the amount we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For example, this is the salary payable. That is the, we are issuing the check. So this is payment paid. Now we will go to the report. We will see the payroll report. Payment advice we will go. We will take the payment advice, and here we have to make settings. That is, we have to configure. Click the configure. Payment voucher period it is. We are paying in May. So what is the period? May 1st to May 31st. we can do that. Or we are paying on May, on 5th May, we can make it 5th May to 5th May. That is the period. 5th May to 5th May. Or we can give 1st May to 31st May. By default, it is giving. Okay. Now come down. Here, salary period will be 1/4 to 34. Okay. This you can do. Here we can do anything. This one you can take the whole month. That is the period. In that period, you are paying. And this one. And after that, here, after making the, what you call, after making this, enter, we will change the date, 1st May to 31st May. And then, so to come down, we cannot enter, make enter, it will not take. We have to use the arrows, down arrow, down arrow, down arrow. Here the period is 1st April to 30 April. And the payment date is, we are paying on 5th May. So 5th May, accept. Okay. Now it has come down. From there, it is into 1st May to 1st May. That is the period. That is the payment voucher period. This is salary period, payment date. If you click that, see, it is showing. So one thing I forgot. Okay. So F4, if you click, see all the names of the employees, account number, and then see here, when you are creating the employees, there we gave the, see here, when you are creating the employees, the beginning, when you are creating the employees for each employee, so here we are giving the bank details, you are making yes, and are giving the account number and all the details you are giving. That is, if the give these details only, when you send the payment, see here, if you go to see the report, that is payout payment advice, if you go and see here, you can keep it there or make it 5 May, 5th May, 5th May, and here 1st April to 30th April, and the payment date is 5th May. Okay. If you click that, and here if you go see here, all the details are shown. But here, if the number is not given there when you are creating, you see here we changed it. We enter that second up, so that is not shown. Like that, if it is okay, then the number will be shown to all the employees. So now if you go and see here, employee Anjana, yes, if you go and ask you yes, yes, suppose I will make some other number. I will change the number. Okay, SBN, 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 and e-funds transfer, and there's a 257,896,54213. Both numbers should be the same. This is employee details, and this is sending to the bank. And this is the SFS, IFS code. This is the name of the bank, and everything is done. Okay, so accepted. If you accept this, now you go and see the details. Go to reports, then pay out this one. Go to this one, configure. That is you can keep it like this, and it is 1st April to 30 April, and the payment date is down arrow. Payment date is 5th May. Accept, and it is coming here. If it will automatically, it will come here. Accept, it will come here automatically. See here, only it is showing 3 only because already we made some adjustment. Opened means it will change. Okay, so like this, all the numbers will be shown. Four numbers will be shown. Total amount also will be shown. Okay, like this we are making payment, and similarly we have to pay the other liabilities also. So contribution means our contribution plus amount deducted from the employee. Total amount will be paid to the concerned department, ESA corporation or PF organization, like that. We have to be national funds, national pension scheme. We have to pay. So that will be paid. Mainly maximum, the last date will be differently, any different date within 15th. So we will pay 15th May, we will pay the others. So go to Control F. So here, salary we paid already. Now PF we will pay. PF first, it is May first, because we are making the challan on May 5th May, 15th May, it is showing May. You have to take as our month period, salary month, and here it is we are paying 15th May. Previously salary 5th May, and all this. Now we are making payment towards PF. So PF payable, you have to select PF payable, State Bank. So this is the amount paid towards payout. You can make it yes, and here you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 6 is salary. 7. Depositor name something. Bank name. SBI. Kokatpalli. We can give Kokatpalli. Okay. And accept. And here accept. And here also the same again details it will ask you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay. Okay. This is paid. So for this, we will not see what you call no payment advice. And then again, Control F, payout autofill. Then pre-provident fund is over. Then you will go to ESI challan. So 1434 ESI payment is 15th May. All items and here ESI are paying ESI payable and State Bank we are making. This is the payment. See here, our contribution 577 employer contribution. Employee deduction is 133. That's why if it is deducted for all the employees and contributed to all the employees' salaries, then all the amounts will be shown. So this one is the and you come here, make it yes, and here you will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 you will take, and then branch SBI branch will be Kokatpalli. Number also we can give 0852 example. Like that we can give. Okay. This is the, again we can see the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. That is the number. So this is paid. Now we will go to Alt F, Control F, go to payout return, and say NPS, then we will make NPS. NPS we will make. NPS we have to make. Like that we can pay everything. Whatever we have to make, you have to pay PF paid, ESI, NPS, then professional tax also, because the professional tax deducted from the employee only will be paid. We are not, employer is not contributing. And if there is an income tax deducted to show in the income tax report, that also will be deducted and paid to the government. Like this, we have to make the payment to all the legal obligations. So with this month salary is over. Sometimes some person asked me a question in the comments here. What about the increments? If you want to increment, what you will do? So go to alter, see when you are defining the salary. Here, this is one department. Totally, this is copied to every, this is copied to, this is copied to every employee. So we will go to employee defined with every employee. For example, we are going to Sanjay here. So this is not this one. That is okay. I will take up another one. Rajendra. Okay. That is already done in that case. See here, 1st April, this is the amount. This is the salary. To this employee, so for every employee, increment will be given from a particular date, depending on the date of joining. For example, it is 1st April. So from 1st June, 1st June is increment is due. So from 1st June, we have to increase the salary. So in before now itself, and even in June, this is given as April only. So always it will show April only. We can calculate the salary on 30th April for the month of April. 31st May, this is effective from this only. The same details will be effective from 1st April. It will be as it is. So we have to process the salary on 30th April, 31st May, 30 June, like that. So if there is increment is due, this will be as it is. After the each one come down and come, it will go here from a particular date. If the increment is due, increment means some amounts will be increased. Okay. For example, so yes, from 1st July, from 1st July, the increment is due. So April, 1st April, now 1st July. So here, copy from employee group, original. Now here, these values will be copied. It is called as copy from previous values. The previous value is this one. Copy from previous value means all these values will be copied. Okay. All these values are copied. Okay. All the values are copied. Same values are copied. In this, we can make some payments here. Basic salary 15. If it is, we are making is 17,500. For example, 17,500. Dearness allowance, we are giving 25. So it may be increased to 30. So go to F12. So make it yes. Then accept. Then cursor will come here. For example, make it 30%. After that, close it. After that, make it no. And then like this, they conveyance 1,200 are paying. Suppose they are making it 1,500 rupees. Overtime 70, we are making 80 rupees, for example. And no other changes are made. And in the variable pay, so that is what you call user defined values. variable pay or medical reimbursement will be only once only. Bonus, that will be only once only year. Variable pay, sometimes depending on his work, incentive may be increased. If it is increased, when you are defining the salary variable pay, there we will change. Okay. So like this, it is completed. So like this, all these calculations will be made as per these amounts. So this is accepted. Okay. This is Rajendra. Now if you open this, Rajendra, again, see, 1st April is not showing. 1st July it is showing. So from 1st July, these values will be calculated. In the previous one, 1st April is given, effective from. 1st April means 30th April, first month. So that month will be processed. And 30th, after that, May month salary will be processed. June month salary will be processed as per the old rate. It is saved in the background. So as per the old rates only, those 2 months, that is on 30th, 1st May, 30th June, the salary will be processed as per the attendance of their month. Every month you have to make attendance, you have to make, and then salary will be processed. And as per that, as per the old rates only, it will be calculated. In the month of July, so on 31st July, when we are making the processing, so salary we will, attendance we will define. And after that, when we are using the salary, we are making the processing the salary, the rates will be taken as per this one, as per these rates according to the attendance. So 1st July, it will show like this. So this is the method how you will make the increment. For example, one more person, Deepak is there. 1st April it is showing. For him, from 1st June, the increment is due. So you make it 1st June, salary 16,000. No, it may be 17,500 for him also, or otherwise 18,000. So 18,000 is salary, and allowance is made. It is yes if you give, and it may be 25 increased. If not increased, no problem. And then remove this, make it no, accept. And then house rent allowance, conveyance. So for him, there is no conveyance now. But from that June, suppose conveyance 1,000 rupees may be given, or 800 rupees or 750 rupees conveyance may be given. Conveyance overtime is not there. So this time he may be given 50 rupees per month, per hour overtime. All this, see, everything will be as it is. So from 1st June onwards, the salary will be processed as per these rates. Up to 1st June, that is April we did, and May month salary on 31st May, also with the at the old rates only. Okay, like this, we have to give the increment. So up to the date of increment, that is the effective date, the up to the date, only the salary will be processed or calculated according to the old rates only. It is not visible, but it is saved already. It will be processed according to the old rates only from the, for example, it is June. Suppose in again, sometimes we will give increment twice. For example, from 1st December, there is some more increment. Here itself we can give again 1st December, so on, so on. So then it will show only 1st December. So all the previous months, April to some month up to July or something, up to June, old rate. Again from July, another rate that will be calculated. From December, so new rate. So every month, as per the rates, applicable rates only, it will be calculated. This is what we do. And in this case, in the case of difference between the, this is licensed version, licensed tally as well as education mode, there is some difference. So here, when you are creating these, when you are creating, here I'm going to alter only. So here, category is not shown. So go to category and it will show category. In this category, we can create or not. But in the case of education mode, if you create some category, that is Hyderabad head office. If you create that, in every, when you are creating the group, before this, it will ask the category. And then when you are creating the employee also, before the name of the employee, the category will be asked. If you don't create, we have only one office. We have only one office. It is the primary cost cut. There is no other office. So it is the one and only office. So leave it. You leave it as it is. In such a case, in the group, when you are creating, so category is not asked. If you create an office, the category will be asked. Otherwise, category will not be asked. And also, employee category will not be asked because this is a primary category. To create a category, then it will ask you like that. And in other cases, it will not ask any. It will not ask. Okay. So when defining salary, also it will not ask from, and then process the salary. We will process the attendance first. So at the time of attendance also, no category will be asked. From processing the salary, it will ask you the category. So if you created a category, we have to select that category. Under that category only we have departments and employees. Okay. So that's why you have to select that. If you select primary category, nothing will be there. It will not calculate anything. If you are not created, automatically by default, only the primary caste category will be taken. And more thing is, and when you are making salary processed, when you are making the salary, if you create in the education mode, if you create a category, suppose Hyderabad office, when you are created, when you are processing the salary, in the case of education mode, then it will not show up. In every case, now it is showing. If you create Hyderabad category, then primary both will show. We will select Hyderabad category. If it is education mode, when we are making the payment, it will show only primary cost category. Under primary cost category, nothing will be there. Only we created everything under Hyderabad category, Hyderabad office category. So that will not be showed. If you select the primary caste category, no department, no employee will be visible. So we cannot calculate anything. So that is because everything is okay. Nobody will take the license. That is why. That is why in the education mode, you don't create any category. Keep the by default category, primary category, you keep as it is and go on. Don't create any office because in the case of company, so there will be many offices. That means in that case, it is a company means then we will take the license. For learning only, we are using what you call education mode. So in the education mode, to learn that, only use the primary cost category. Okay. From processing also, okay. At the time of processing also, it will show both. If you have to select one, sometimes it will not show. In the case of processing salary and payment of salary, it will show only the primary cost category. It will not show the already created category. Then it will be a problem. That's why don't create any category, any office. Use the primary cost category like that. As it is, we have only one office. Take that and process this. Everything can be done. Otherwise, it will be a problem. So with this, I am closing this video, and you go through once more. Then you can understand everything. Okay. For this purpose, I made another video by creating another company. Okay. So with this, I close this. Wish you all the best. Bye. We will meet in the next video.